Hello everyone, a good day to you all, and thank you for joining me in Hearts of Iron 4 in a, quite special video today. It's, a spotlight, how you may have guessed already, haha, but it's also another mod. Well, since it's my birthday today, I will make a present to you all, yeah? You can decide down below in the link if I should start a spotlight of the following mods. Well, it's a really great and thoroughly made, I think. It's called World War II Simulation, and if I do so, as which country I should play. Don't think you could cheat because it's secured by your browser IP, MAC address and IP, so there's no way you can cheat on the voting. It will be purely democratic. Let's see. If it's a draw, then the first two will win, like in the presidential elections. But now, go to check the link down below in the description to cast your vote, and also to check my Patreon if you haven't. Thank you. That's my present for you on this very beautiful day. So the mod we're going to review is called World War II Simulation. Well, I'm gonna do a special spotlight this time. I'm gonna let the game play in spotlight. I'm gonna let the game play and just spectate it. Yeah. Meanwhile, I can also just get straight into the game. It doesn't really matter animation. What? Oh, I'm sorry. That was intended. Yeah, it was my mistake. I hope you won't beat me up for that. I think I disabled a different mod. Yeah, let me fix that. And meanwhile, what my plan is, I'm going to just play it as a spectator. Then I'm going to, while the game plays, going to read it out. Why it isn't even enabled. I didn't enable that mod, but whatever. It got updated, I think. Yeah, that's why. I don't know if Iron. Now it works. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to comment it and see what the countries are doing, because this is, after all, a World War II simulation, and we want to see if World War II can really happen. Well, did you always think that you never got a really historical feeling in Hearts of Iron 4 like me? Well, then you were on the correct side of things, because Hearts of Iron 4 was not really well historical based. It's just a master sandbox game, I think. Hearts of Iron 3 gave you a really immersive historical feeling, but we can't say the same from the part 4. So this mod contains tons of different mods, so you can check. I urge you to check the link down below in the description. It's worth it. Let's just gonna pick. Let's see. Well, we have the UK. Let's just get straight into it. On regular and with historical AI focuses. Yeah. Now let's see how the history shall proceed then. This mod changed thoroughly. So, firstly, let's take a look to the German focus tree. Well, every tree of every nation changed. So, in the German focus tree, first you have the Wolves of the Atlantic, where your submarine get a better range, attack and defense. Then you have the Betalusa. So you have a completely reworked focus tree. Yeah, you will get insane amount of factories here, in the Rheinland program. Then Westphal will give you, fortifications, more military factories here, some synthetic refineries here, so that's actually nice, because otherwise Germany really lacked oil, but now you have some oil. Then you have the First Army with industry, and you can go here and get massive bonuses for the Luftwaffe, Frontline Priority or Terrorflieger. Then the Defense of the Reich, the Enigma improvements, the Versuchsmuster, the X-Ray Research Sword and the Wunderwaffe. After that, you can go for the Auftragstaktik, Achtung Panzer, which means attention tank, Blitz. You can either go for Armored Economics or Armed Sturmtruppen. Armored Economics will give you a higher production cost but a lesser research time, so I wouldn't go for that. I would go for Armed Sturmtruppen, because that's, I think, should be better. You can go for the Atlantic Wall. You can go for both actually, but only if you're at war with the USA, or if you are so that's like to create the Atlantic War, or if you are fighting against the Soviets, then you will get the War of Annihilation with better speed, attack, but higher attrition and higher partisan effect on you for 180 days. Then either budget promotions or promote party loyalists, which will be, grant you a lesser factory output and higher order supply, but yeah, after all, The promotions are the better choice here, I think. And then, the main tree is the Rhinelands. Rhinelands. Well, as always, be from China or Japan. Then the Anti-Comintern Pact, Anti-Soviet Pacts. Or, so you can choose between the Anti-Soviet Pact or the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Alliance with the USSR. And puppet Turkey. You can also go for the Ice to the East. Where you will add air bases and infrastructure to Polish provinces. Then Operation Barbarossa, where you gain a max. So within 28 days you can get the justification to declare war on the Soviet Union. These 28 days will not be certainly enough, especially against the Soviet AI, since the AI can't rework it that well. I can tell you. You will be surprised, I can tell you that. Then you can either befriend Turkey, alliance with Spain, second Vienna Award, alliance with Italy, befriend the Czechs, or demand the Sudetenland, fifth Vienna Award, and the fate of the Czechs. You can either try it like in the base game, Danzig for Slovakia, or go for Danzig for war, or befriend Poland around Maginot, Operation Weser-Übung, war with France. As always, improve your national spirit, but only if you control Paris and London. Then demand Slovenia, first Ljubljana Award, fate of Yugoslavia, second Ljubljana Award, fate of Greece. Then your naval effort here with gaining some, 3 naval dockyards. Plan Z or U-boat efforts, and then the tree is done. So that's a really nice tree, I think. Then if you take a look to the British tree, it is not reworked, it's the same. It's the same, the British tree is the same. The French tree is reworked, I think. Yeah, it is completely it's a really huge tree, it's actually bigger than the German one. Well, that will take some time to spotlight perhaps. Let's actually let the game play. Let's let the game play. Let's go to the spectator mode, spectateur. Play on the highest speed as the French attack France. There we go. We're observing, are we? Oh no, we are not. Yeah, so spectator, we don't want to interfere with the French. Spectator, there we go. Now unpause the game. Let's see, the French. Tools, modernization, decreased unemployment, agriculture national office, colonial investments, Vienna agreements, overseas factories. So you can actually develop your puppets, which is a really nice thing as France. You can develop Indochina, Tunisia, Morocco, the overseas factories, Algiers, Vienna, buy heavy water. And then the research thought, so the French one is really interesting. I would consider playing as the French, because it's really thoroughly might. Then you can do the election, social reforms, or Matignon agreements amendments. You can support Bloom, radicalize the front, support Daladier, or the far right leagues. So to radicalize the front is perhaps quite interesting. And it's certainly an interesting path. And the far right leagues, Front de la Liberté, La Casual Group, who? It's hostile against the Germans to be down, so it will go fascist, or Action Française, where you would go neutral, or Front de la Liberté. Then you can demand autonomy from the Belgians, the French Popular Party, start a reorganization, popular rehabilitation, restoration of the French monarchy, Camarade du Roi. Invite Portugal and invite and convince Spain. Or Italy, invite Italy, strike the Soviets, dismantle Germany actually, split Switzerland, claim Rhineland, like Rhineland, the fate of Benelux, or revise Versailles. Then you can go the central path. You can actually choose of going the Blam or Daladier path. Yeah, you can go status quo or French intervention. You can go and create a little entente, Actually, you can invite Yugoslavia, Romania, and Poland to little ententes. That's a nice thing. Still not strong enough, maybe. Then unite the... Oh, so if you don't unite the Popular Front, the Popular Front will collapse in August 1938 if not united. So that's interesting. A really thoroughly focus tree. Then you can go for the Giraud plan or the Gaulle strategy. Like defense or attack, that's your plan. Extended Maginot Line, Army of Africa, regions, Navy focus and air focus. So British wasn't changed, the Soviets won. Let's check the Soviet tree. It's changed as well. You have to go for the purge and then you can go for socialist science. Transport flights in ocean-going navy, progress card, so you don't have to do the ocean-going navy anymore, which I quite like. Then you can either choose for the World Revolution or for international solidarity. Yeah. Then the basic the fascist and or anti-capitalist paths. They only take 105 days, so that's a good thing. Then NKVD, primacy, Stalin constitution, and then industrial and the defense of Moscow. So that's all basic stuff which had a base game. Let's check the American focus tree. The American focus tree, it did not change, so no need to review that. Then, but lots of miners got their own focus tree, especially China got their, well, it's a really huge, insane. What is that focus tree? It's insanely huge. Just look to the Chinese focus tree, please, please. It's insanely huge. And we have Japan here. Japan, the Japanese focus tree is also quite thoroughly made. Yeah, thoroughly made Japanese focus tree. Manchukuo, they also have a own focus tree. Well, Soviet is the same. They started Mongolians. They have the generic one. What the Mongolians? They have their own focus tree as well. In essence, Mongolia, strengthen the communist regime or rebuild the fallen empire. Oh, they have their own focus tree as well. Even Iran. Iran has their own focus tree. Turkey has their own focus tree as well. Turkey has their own focus tree, so they can get a superpower, I guess. Then Saudi Arabia has their own focus tree. Wow. Well, Morocco, they have the generic one. Tunisia as well. They are puppets of the French. They are colonies of the French. Yeah, being monarchists. Yeah, France is led by Leon Blum. That's the generic focus tree. Yeah, well made France. Then let's check the Portuguese one. But Portuguese have a complete custom focus tree as well. A really thoroughly made one. Well, the Spanish state has their own focus tree as well as the Spanish Republic. So that's interesting. Well, a really thoroughly made. I can't review everything. I'm sorry, it would take ages. The British Raj has their, okay, still from the DLC, the focus tree. Afghanistan has the generic one. Then Australia should have the Together for Victory. Ethiopia has no thing set. What Ethiopia? Oh, Ethiopia is actually a puppet of Italy. Well, that's interesting. I mean, they have 7 military and 4 civilian ones, so that isn't bad. Perhaps, I think it was historical for the Italians to puppet Georgia. Well, I'm not sure if they puppeted it or annexed it. I think it was especially the governorate of Ethiopia. I mean, they can muster a good amount of troops with sound factories. Then South Africa exists. GBM Herzog. The normal one. Belgium has a completely custom focus tree as well. Well, just look to the size of the Belgium focus tree, boys. It's insane. It is insane. The Dutch should have their own focus tree, and how I guessed, yeah, the Dutch have their own focus tree as well. That's once more insanely. The Irish, even the Irish state has their own focus tree. Alright, then Sweden as well as their own focus tree. Alright, Denmark has their own focus tree as well. And the same goes, okay, Norway doesn't have their own focus tree, but Finland should have. Yeah, Finland has their own focus tree. Oh wow, just look to the size, of the Finnish focus tree, please. Estonia, Latvia, well, Lithuania is in war with Poland. Oh no, they just have a double war, so they are staging the Vilnius revolt against the Polish. What? Lithuania will become the owner and control of Vilna? Well, that doesn't make any sense. This shouldn't be included in this one, I think, since it's historical. It's a World War II simulation and not a alternate history simulation. Let's check the Italian focus tree. The Italian focus tree hasn't been updated, but still, that's interesting. Poland has a battle plan against the Lithuanians, and the Lithuanians, let's see if they're gonna stage a revolt, and if so, if they're gonna annex Vilna. I don't think they actually annex Vilna. What, Finland declared war on Estonia? Well, that isn't really that historical if you ask me either, is it? how the Finnish, like, even don't have troops, they don't have a naval, well, plan to invade Estonia. So I wish the Finns good luck in their effort to invade Estonia. Well, had there really been an Estonian-Finnish war? I don't think so. I should know the history quite well. I don't think they fought each other, which won't make any sense. Come on, how can Finland invade Estonia, please? Why did they even declare war? I've no idea. They went probably this path. Oh, the Finnish went the path to unite the communist parties. Well, that doesn't make any sense, since I went to the... What? Poland declared war on Lithuania. Perhaps Poland is going to recapture Vilna, I think. They may, yeah. Let's check the losses. Also, really nice custom font here. I really like it, custom font completely. Let's see. Poland lost 825 units, Lithuania lost 3,000. The Poles are advancing, Lithuania lost 4,000. The battle for Kaunas. The Poles lost 2,000. Lithuanians 5,000, which is quite much considering their core population. Of how much? Of, let's see, come on, can I check, please? Of, only of 800,000. Alright, Lithuania, what? Come on, Poland. Poland took all of Lithuania, but they puppeted Nemo. Does that make any sense?
Research complete.
No. Well, the Greeks, they should have their own focus tree as well. Do they? Yep, they do have their own focus tree. The Romanians, what do they have? They have the generic focus tree. The Greek, oh never mind, the Greek have the they have their custom focus tree as well. The Bulgarians have the generic one. The Yugoslavians have the custom focus tree. Yeah, which isn't that thorough though. Yeah, but at least they have a custom one. So if you want to get perhaps a better experience, but not a really realistic one, I mean, it's way more realistic than the best game is. But I think we all can agree on the fact that it isn't historical for the Finnish to go communist path, or for the Polish to annex Lithuania and to annex all of Lithuania except Nemo. Yeah, just to like, they have it as a core. No, it's even a non-core state, so that doesn't make any sense. That has to, well, change. Or perhaps it's just I mean, it says it's World War II simulation, so it should simulate the Second World War. And Turkey declared war on Iraq, which doesn't make any sense, since we both can be sure that the Turks didn't, well, fight Iraq. We can be sure of that. Well, the Turks, well, they have a strong army and a core population of 15 million, therefore. They can war to Iraq, come on. Perhaps it's a focus tree, let's see, it's a research, probably here. Liberalism, I don't know. Oh yeah, they demand Mosul, and the Iraqi, they didn't give it, so that's why. Yeah. Well, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk is going to take Iraq back. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The Turks just have to march into Baghdad. Oh, actually, this camera, I didn't know that. What? Like, I didn't know we have this camera. What in the hell? Well, that's amazing. I didn't know. What? Look at the camera. I'm impressed. Look to the detail. Wow. I'm impressed of this camera. Oh, I love it. I love this camera. Just look to that. Wow, that's making the game so much more interesting. Wow. Come on. We can see every game. We can see Odessa. We can see. Let's check Kiev. Check Kiev. Where's Kiev? Kiev. Here. That's Kiev. Look to that. Interesting. Let's check Moskva. Okay. Yeah, cities look all the same, I think. Like, well, you can check every slight detail of Moscow. Amazing. But Moscow doesn't have any. There's one factory there. That's it. But that's amazing. Wow. What? Finland? What's Finland went communist? Well, I thought it's historical. I'm not gonna repeat myself. What they are, they became willingly the puppet of the Soviet Union. Please. That's even worse than the base game. Well, that's interesting. Okay, perhaps not such a Simulation of World War II as I imagine it to be. Not too sure, I'll see. Well, at least this area of Africa is not owned by anyone, so the AI, well, always it's actually bad for you, bad for the AI, because the AI always lost their troops in these sectors, because well, these sectors had an insanely low level of infrastructure, and the AI just sent in their troops to lose them there. That's why the AI lost its. I like this, since you cannot fight in these regions anymore. That's perhaps a good thing. Of course, Brazil has their own focus tree, which is quite thorough. Wow, and insanely thorough focus tree as well. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see the Americans. Let's check American cities. Let's check, for example, New York. Where's New York? It should be here. New York. That's how New York looked like. Apparently, New York. That's how New York looked like. Perhaps that's New York. That's New York. That's New York. That's a difference. Check Canada. Let's check Ottawa. Ottawa, quite snowy. Then Montreal. And here we have British Labrador. Actually, it's not planned by the Canadians. That's interesting. Labrador and Newfoundland. The Mexicans, they have their okay, they have the General 43. Okay. Well, let's see the Germans. What are the Germans up to? The Germans have currently 704,000 troops. Okay. They're going for the frontline priority. So I think playing as the Germans might be the best pick, but it's not me who's going to decide, it's you. So go sure to vote. And look at that. Turkey entirely annexed Iraq. Yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. I mean, they don't. Okay, they have Mosul as a core state, but they don't have Baghdad and Al-Jara as a core state. But Mosul, so the Turkish core population increased to 16.33 million, while Iran has a core population of 12.99 million. While Japan declared war on the Republic of China. Uh-oh. Now the Empire of Japan having many. And then declared war on Shanxi. Now let's take a look to the Chinese theater. Manchukuo has quite a bit of troops with, well, they have 126,000. Let's check. The Mongolians, they have 8 factories. That isn't that bad for such a small country. Yeah. Tanutuva, the mighty empire. What would be the game without the mighty empire of Tanutuva? Just look to that. Just look to the tiny terrain. But I really love this camera. But I think it's one of the mods included in the modification. Yeah, I think. In the World War II simulation. Well, where's this capital? The capital is called Kuzul. Well, I can't see a city here. Oh yeah, I can see one building. One building. Oh no, that's the radio tower. So I can't see a city actually. That's quite sad. The game didn't include. Oh, here we have one factory and some buildings. Yeah, that's nice. Just look like to the port. It's Krasnoyarsk, but there's no city as well, an invisible city. Well, there should be a city in Vladivostok. There's a city we see in Vladivostok. The Soviets have 1.87 million troops. Well, excuse me, the core population is quite high with 167.05 million. That's considerably high. Yeah. And the Polish are here, lingering around. The Czechs, yeah, they should have their own voicery as well. Yep, they have a. You know what? At this point, please. You have to agree with me. Paradox wants to release a paid modification for focus trees. For focus trees of Czechoslovakia, Hungary and Romania. Please, why would you need that mod? Why would you need to spend 10 or even 20 euro on that modification when you have such great mods, especially this mod? I'm sure it cannot beat this mod. Just look to the thorough capacity of this modification is simply insanely thoroughly made. Well, let's check the Hungarian. The Hungarian one is also really thoroughly made as well. Really nice, well made. And even the Romanian one. Okay, they have the custom one here, but I am sure there are lots of really great focuses in the workshop. So why would you buy it? Like Paradox, in the past they were great, but now I don't know. They're simply, well, trying to rip off the users with content which should be for free, or which should have been already included in the base game. It's only sad. Anyways, we are here to spotlight, not to moan around the bad DLC policy of Paradox. So, Germany. We are in 1938. They annexed Austria. The French, well, they have 94 factories, being quite a strong power with 32 military factories and a starting area of 1.13 million troops. Luxembourg. The French troops, they have blue color. Look to the French troop aim to the Germans. So plan. Well, here you can see the thoroughly well made. Just look to thoroughly well made national line. You can see the French are heavily reinforcing the area. All the Swiss are just looking around here. Yeah. That's so funny. But that's amazing. Amazing. I simply love this camera. What do you think of the camera? Let's look to the ships. Let's look to the destroyer here. Is the destroyer? Is the destroyer? Is the submarine? I never look to them that close. I mean, you should be able to look to them that close. Like, look to the... I love it. I love it. And submarines here, many submarines. Here's another destroyer, another submarine, a quite huge one here. Just what's happened to him? What? What? Do you see that? Just going through the land. What? Turkey. Turkey declared war on Bulgaria. They have 263,000 troops. The Bulgarians have how many troops? The Bulgarians have, well, 104,000. If the Turks achieve a breakthrough, it's bad for the Bulgarians. But they only have to hold 2 lines, so the Turks may not be able to achieve a breakthrough. Yeah, let's see. Oh, they broke through already. Well, that is certainly not historical. But, well, it's, well, more interesting. Perhaps more fun than the base game. Yeah, I think it is, certainly. All the Turks are also fighting against Saudi Arabia. Well, I'm not sure, but I think these events didn't have an history. I'm quite sure these events didn't have an history. Well, is Turkey going to declare war against Greece now as well? So, Saudi Arabia has 5 factories and 162,000 troops. They are in heavy need of equipment, but so should be Turkey. Turkey is in heavy need of equipment as well. After Turkey captures, I think this province should be better. But the Bulgarians, captured Istanbul. The Bulgarians, they captured Istanbul. Look to that. What is going on, please? Is Bulgaria going to annex all of Turkey? Let's look to Syria. This is led by Bashar al-Assad. Assad, oh, he looks like Assad, does he? But no, isn't. Led by the National Bloc. Well, they have at least 12 factories. But I mean, really sorry, I have to simply comply. I mean, I really thought, to be honest, I would expect a full historical, well, I thought I would expect to proceed how it happened in history. I even turned on historical focuses, but how we see it didn't happen. Even Turkey lost Istanbul and parts of this province of Düzce to Bulgaria. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's check Japan here. Japan is continuing their effort against the Chinese. The Chinese, they have 740,000 troops. The Gangji clique isn't fighting. Well, they didn't combine, they actually just joined the Chinese United Front. That's nice, I think, because they didn't combine in history as well. I don't know. We have French Indochina has 27 factories. Please, does it make any sense that French Indochina has 27 factories? I mean, they have more factories than Turkey or than Bulgaria, and I'm sure that Bulgaria was better developed than French Indochina is. Do you want to say me that Yugoslavia was worse developed than French Indochina? I don't think that. Well, let's check the American theater. It's quite smooth and calm here. Brazil having 55 factories and actually 16 naval blockades. That's quite a bit. Yeah, excuse me, just tired. Well, you say, of course, they are the industrial giants here. The giant with 201 factories in total. Well, the French, they have 101 factories, having 38 military and 55 civilian. The French have Lebanon, Syria, Morocco, Tunisia, and French Indochina as their puppets, led by, what's that, Camille Chotem. The French went the which path? They went the Sport d'Aladière path. Yeah. Well, the Germans went which path? They're going for the fate of the Czechs. They went the von Luftwaffe Achtung Power Westwall Rheinland Program. The best path. Well, it's the Soviets. They got Finland as their own ally, so they got the Finnish army of 159,000 soldiers, well, in their own pocket. That's nice. I mean, I didn't even think that. Look, like, let's check a look. Like, that's all left Lithuania. Lithuania has a population of 156,000. Yeah. And if they yield, well, that's gonna be bad. Well, the Turks, after the Battle of Riyadh is won, the Turks will be able to lift their efforts back on the theater here. Well, they are losing it, the belt, but the Turks, they aren't smart here. I mean, the Scots have a core population of 1.5 million. The Turks, the Bulgarians are fully ravaging the Turkish countryside. Fully. Well, the Turks, they just, I mean, I don't know why so they don't garrison. I mean, the Bulgarians won't invade you. Let's check Lebanon. Lebanon has 5 factories, it's got a strength. Syria has 12. Ethiopia has 11. That's the army of 317,000. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad, certainly. But they are really bad at educated, like it was in the history. Yeah. Yemen has the general focus 3. Oman has the general Israel. I can't understand why the AI goes this path. The AI, they should know that they should industrialize first, but no, they won't. No, I'm above my time, but I wanna see if Germany is gonna declare war on Poland. Well, look to the plan. Germany is planning. It's planning to, well, good luck transporting your troops through the British-controlled waters to this port. Good luck. Like, probably they're gonna send 10 divisions and they're gonna be all get wrecked by the Royal Navy. Well, Britain is quite a strength with 150 factories as well. So, all too well, how was that? Willing to play as any of these nations. Any, you decide, I execute. That's it, 21st of February 1939. Well, Turkey's war, let's check active wars. Active wars, it's currently the Japanese-Chinese war, the Turkish-Arabian war, and the Turkish-Bulgarian war. Let's check. Turkey is actually, can we check? Turkey is, well, they are 43% towards capitulation. They lost 35,000 troops, the Bulgarians lost 41,000. Well, if the Turks launch a counter-offensive, they may be able to beat it, but they constantly defeat the Saudi Arabian front. The Turkish front stagnated, because the Turks, they are in heavy need of equipment. They should simply focus their troops on capturing Riyadh. Then the Swords will surrender. Well, the Swords, their troops, they have really low, well, strength on 12%, so it's just a question of time until they capitulate. It can just barely maintain the troops in this level. Okay. Iran is 20 factories, living on peacefully. Bulgaria is soon gonna capture, they captured actually Ankara as well. Look to them, Bulgarian army, led by Tsar Boris III, capturing the Turkish countryside one by one. The Turks are 66% towards capitulation. Well, Albania. Well, how you know Enver thingy, Enver Hoxha, he built. Oh wow, that's the fate of Albania. Rest in peace. Observe it. Annexed by the Kingdom of Italy. Alright, that's where we got the message. German Reich declared war on Lithuania, and Poland joined allies, so the Second World War started early. Yeah, Lithuania joined the allies as well. Well, yeah, they didn't yield, so there we go. The Polish army has a strength of 400,000. Well, the French haven't joined the allies. Let's see. Are they willing to join the allies? They aren't going for it. They aren't going for the path where is so... Yeah, it's not historical either. French is sitting back there. I mean, the British will accept, but world tension has to be at 80%, so unless the French research that event or the German declare war on them, a thing won't happen. Germany is actually going for the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact now, and they can invade Bulgaria, which will mean Turkey, rest in peace then. Turkey is doomed, so the Turkish viewers, please don't dislike. It is my fault, you can dislike the mod, but don't dislike me, please. Iran is attacking Afghanistan, so I'm gonna take a cut here. Really messy simulation of World War II, I would say. Go sure to like and subscribe. I'm Sacred, and I'm out. Have a good day to you all, and see you next time. Goodbye.